We always look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoffs. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Tigers' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it day one.
Oh, he's got some space. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. The 2024 season for Tennessee had some highs, wins over Bama, Ford, and Oklahoma. Man, did it end with a thud. They got clipped by the Ohio State buzzsaw and then suffered the big shocker of the offseason with Nico Iamaleava jumping into the transfer portal.
Yeah, I don't know that there was a more interesting offseason than in Knoxville. The quarterback spot, the drama, the back and forth, and Nico leaves, and then Joey Aguirre, who he goes to UCLA, Nico, and now the guy who transferred there transfers to Tennessee, so quarterback roulette, and Tennessee has a new guy.
There are things I expect to remain consistent, at least with Tennessee, though. Tim Banks is going to do a great job as defensive coordinator on that side of the ball, and you know Tennessee's going to run it as well. So I know a lot of question marks around the quarterback spot. There are other facets to this team that make them very dangerous.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Finds his man in the middle. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, not down in distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Holds and fires complete to the right. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
And no signal from the officials, but not much push from the offensive line, and I don't think he reached the end zone. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, So nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Fakes to grab. Touchdown ball. And they strike first.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get paid.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The give to the tailback. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physicality. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Finds his man, it's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback making checks. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Breaks into the open. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Now, plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there, make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides the back on the option, the give. Got enough for the first. At the 45 on his way. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. He's up to 73 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. After a play like that, you have to get it in the end zone on this drive. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run.
a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. And he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the Jets and making the big play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Aguilar. Moves away as he feels pressure. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bishop. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. About these two running games so far. Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Starting to feel a little pressure. Turning it on. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big.
Into the secondary on the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Bringing the heat. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Here's the snap. Ready to cut one loose. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A low line drive and not his best work. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. There he goes. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers.
And QBs love their big tight ends, especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own, a chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Got a man, it's Brown.
Well, I love the job in coverage there. Sure, the guy made the catch, but right away the defender able to bring him down. No possibility of yak on that play.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Here's the pressure. Got rid of it just in time. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
He'll throw on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. Creates a little space. Breaks into the open. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. That's caught. It's Anderson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Green. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to make... Oh, he's got enough space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Texas is down right now, but there is still a ton of football to be played. And for a program that ranks inside the top 10 all-time in wins, don't be surprised if they come back. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Miami.
He's got the tight end.
Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Vols have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Aguilar. Skips away from pressure. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Out of the gun to give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He's going to run it. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
A strike downfield. Touchdown Vols! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room, probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. Moves around to clear up the vision. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Might be changing the route. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. The sure hands, it's Green. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. Going for it all. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Volunteers will kick it away to crank up the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs beating their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play?
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the mark. Spinderella. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. With the catch, it's Durham. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And David, on 30 inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Running into the open space.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Takes the handoff. It's Durham. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run the option. Look out, he's got room. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here is the Tennessee offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Makes the catch. It's Jefferson. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They emptied the roster, put every receiver they had out there, it seemed, and they were able to pick up enough for the first down.
Yeah, when you do that with all that speed on the field, you spread it out. What do you got to do? Find the matchup. Find the speed advantage with one of my wide receivers. Get that good matchup. Get the easy first down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And the Vols can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to pass. It's Aguilar. Grab near the marker. It's Staley. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down.
Slant routes. They're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Looking left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. On the move, it's Durham. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
He's got an open man, and they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well earned after that.
You go outside and you make plays, like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. Touchdown, LSU! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Aguilar. Grabbed over the middle. It's Matthews. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. He is having a day. Already visited the end zone 3 times, and he might get back there again soon, David.
I mean, just crazy. He's getting open. They haven't had an answer for him. You think at some point you go, all right, he's not going to beat me anymore, but the defense continues to give up yards, and he is like, yes, please.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. And go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical.
Fires toward the end zone. He makes a grab. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
It doesn't matter what the defense has tried to do. Man coverage, zone coverage, blitz, whatever. Quarterback has been locked in. 350 passing yards now.
Trying to barrel in. And he will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Leaves it with the running back. Picks up the first down. All kinds of room to the right. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And they moved out front here in the fourth.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
A nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They'll go 4 wide when receivers on either side on 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Aguilar. Keeps looking downfield. And he'll just get rid of that one.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Caught over the middle. It's Matthews. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. This dude is putting in work out of the slot, and he is just wearing out this defense.
Man, you see it, Reese, in football. These slot guys are so quick, so athletic. You back them up off the football so you can't get hands on them, and you just find ways to continue to get him the football. He's making plays, so I'm going to continue to throw it his way.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the grab inside the 30. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. And the Volunteers are flying down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth, and the stage will be set for a great finish. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for your quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Grab behind the line. It's Jefferson. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. To throw, it's Aguilar. Touchdown, Volunteers! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game. This dude is absolutely taking a flamethrower to this secondary, torching everybody in sight.
So find something different, right? Like double team him, do whatever it takes to not let that guy beat you. He's just consistently being the one that's destroying you. You got to find a way to make somebody else work, make somebody else beat you.
Out onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Rush is on him. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Back to pass on second down. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pulls it in. It's Durham. He's out past the 35. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
I love this by the offensive coordinator because as the game goes along, you see how are they going to line up when we line up in this? What coverage do they like to play? And then you can take advantage. You say, all right, the corner route is open. I'm going to hit it.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Berry. Pass to Stetson, still on his feet. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll ride the hot hand. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll go to the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Got out of trouble and throws. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. Okay, ready? 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Rides to the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Go!
Power football with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in a position to win.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Fans look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoffs. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Vols about to kick it away and get this season started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So LSU's offense will go to work first. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position.
There he goes! They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Takes the handoff. It's Durham. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Nussmeier. He's got him still on his feet.